We are going to have a honest barn chat, perhaps a little bit vulnerable. I'm going to be right up front. I feel behind in a couple of different ways. I feel behind in just the day-to-day of life. I wake up and I feel anxiety because I did not get done everything that I wanted to get done the day before. And I know that tasks are just going to continue to pile up because that is just how life works. But I also feel behind just in the overall sense of life. I feel behind with my career. There's peers of mine that have been partner for a year already. I feel behind when it comes to training my horse Diesel. I thought by now we would be cruising at the Reining Alberta shows. No, we are definitely not doing that. I feel behind with starting our family. We've been trying to conceive for 7.5 years and have been completely unsuccessful. I feel behind with content creation, which I don't know what measuring stick I'm using for that, but I feel behind with that as well. And I think a big part of why I feel behind is, I'm gonna blame it on social media. You go on Instagram and I can see someone who makes more money than me, has made partner, who has the body I want, who has children and like seemingly happy family, someone who has a horse the same age as Diesel that is kicking butt in the arena. Like, if I want someone to compare myself to, I can find it on Instagram, and it does not take long scrolling through the feed to feel like complete crap and to feel like, yeah, you're an idiot, you're ugly, you're not doing good enough, like all the things, right? And it can be very, very stressful and just anxiety producing. And that is exactly how I am feeling these days. One of the solutions to all of this, I think, is to really get honest with myself about my social media consumption. I don't use Instagram a lot. Like, my screen time is more often than not less than an hour a day. But I still have the negative effects of social media, and I need to be really honest with, is there accounts that I need to unfollow or just mute? Do I need to get off Instagram completely for a while? Those are questions I really need to consider. And I also think it's really important for me to get very, very clear on my goals. Where do I want to be? What do I need to do to achieve those goals? And then once I have clarity on that, just putting on the blinders and getting to work. And I think if I'm doing something every single day to get me closer to my goals, I think that's gonna get rid of a lot of the I'm feeling behind feeling, because I know I'm doing something to get where I want to be. Yes, I might not be where I hoped or where I wish I could be, but at least I'm making progress. I can find a program to put me and Diesel into and to get motoring with that. I can talk to one of the partners about how can I accelerate my career. There's ways to do all of this. When it comes to infertility, that's a bit of a different story. We're dealing with unexplained infertility. No one has an answer for why we can't get pregnant. And I think a lot of it is just up to God at this point, which is a bit of a tough pill to swallow and difficult when you just want to be like, what are the things that I could do to make this happen? But I can make sure that I'm super healthy and doing all the things that I need to make that happen. If God willing, that's what's supposed to happen in my life. And yeah, just being very clear on what I want out of my life, where I wish I could be, where I want to be, and then just putting my head down and getting to work. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's time to get to work.